Good evening. Welcome back inside the John Q. Hammonds Arena here on campus at Union High School. We have more regional playoff, regional championship basketball action. It's Union and Broken Arrow, the boys this time after the girls played earlier. Good evening. I'm Rick Corey, joined by Andy Irwin and the Union Sports Network crew. Nick Irwin is away tonight. These two teams have played twice during the year, and both times Broken Arrow won. Now, these were very close games, 56-49 back on December 12th and 56-52 back on January the 9th. This will be the first time, though, they have played here at Union, and that can make a big difference. I'll get more to that game in a second, but let's recap a little bit about what happened with the girls. The Union girls lost 40-38 to Broken Arrow in an absolutely thrilling basketball game with more than a dozen lead changes. Back and forth consistently, Union hitting a three toward the end of the game to stay in it. Broken Arrow, though, does advance. Now, these two teams, Broken Arrow and Union, will both play next Friday. Union will play the loser of the bracket one, which is North and Stillwater. The Broken Arrow will go and play the winner of that game. So that's where the girls stand, and the boys now up next. Now, as I mentioned, the two of them had already played before. Union winning the other day pretty easily, 77-28 over Bartlesville. Broken Arrow, no trouble either, 77-39 over Northwest Class, and so they'll move on today. All right, so one of the things Union has to be careful with here tonight, and it's really simple. This is a tall Broken Arrow basketball team. Union, of course, with Miles Flemons, who was tremendous, as he always is last night, is 6'8". If you look at this Broken Arrow team, they have 5 players 6'6". 3 of their starters are 6'6". The other 2 are 6'5". At 6'6", Corbin Dow. He's their leading scorer, averaging around 16 points and 6 rebounds a game. Also at 6'6", Coy Lemons. Also at that same height, Aiden Clark, who's averaging 9 points and a little bit over 4 rebounds a game. Then Troy Bell at 6'5", and Gene Mason at 6'5" will be their other starters. For Union, there is some other height. Jackson Boyd at 6'2", and also Caleb King at 6'5", but Nicholas Nguyen and Katarian Kitsworth 5'8" and 5'9". So coming off the bench, if you look at Union, you've got someone like Robbie Manning, who's 6'4", and possibly even Nate Pierce late in the game at 6'10", but not a guy who probably will see a lot of time early on. Broken Arrow has made their living with just really good competitive basketball, and if you watch this team, and I stayed and watched last night after Union had won, this team is complete. They remind me a little bit of Owasso without a Jalen Montanati. Now, they do have something like that in Corbin Dow. But they are a complete basketball team. They shoot it really well, and they can beat you whether or not they're driving the basketball, posting the basketball up, or if they want to push the tempo. On the other end, Union has struggled a little bit from three-point range. Now, they healed some of that last night as Trey Smith knocked down several treys off the bench. Trey's defense is also really good, so if he has to come in, you got an opportunity. But again, if he comes in at 6'1", he's going to give 4 inches away to anybody he plays against. Keys here tonight for Union: have to hit free throws, can't turn the basketball over, and you certainly have to defend. That's one thing the girls did early today. Even when they had a big scoring drought, and they had a couple, their defense kept them in the game and actually gave them a 4-point lead in the third period. They couldn't maintain it because offensively they just didn't have enough going for them today. But that defense held them in it. Union's going to need some of the same against a Broken Arrow team that's been awfully good. The winner of this one, as I mentioned, will go on, and they will play in the regionals as well. So if we look at the boys bracket, the winner of this game will go play the winner of Norman North and Muskogee. The loser of this game will get the loser of that game. And again, those games, we have them listed as Friday, but when we had the girls listed as Thursday, they turned out to be Friday. So I'm not going to tell you which day the boys' games are, nor where, because that has not been announced yet. That is something we will have to find out as the time comes along. So we're almost ready to start here at the Union Multipurpose Complex called the UMAC, or the John Q. Hammonds Arena. If you happen to be, sitting at home thinking, I don't have anything else to do, popcorn smells good, and it's time for some basketball. We'll go down to our PA announcer, Coach Tyler Ashley, here in just a second, and get our lineups.
Welcome to the John Q. Hammonds Arena on the campus of Union High School for tonight's 6A East Regional Championship game between the Broken Arrow Tigers and your Union Redhawks. At this time, we ask that you please rise if you are able and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
First, let's meet the visitors, the Broken Arrow Tigers. Starting at 6'5", a junior, number 1, Gene Mason. At 6'6", a senior, number 4, Corbin Dow. At 6'6", a senior, number 5, Coy Lemons. At 6'6", a senior, number 22, Aiden Clark. And at 6'5", a senior, number 32, Troy Bell. Head coach of the Tigers is Bo Wallace. And now for the starting lineup for your Union Redhawks. Starting at 5'9", a senior, number 0, Nico Nguyen. At 5'8", a junior, number 3, Dakarion Titsworth. At 6'2", a senior, number 5, Jackson Boyd. At 6'5", a junior, number 12, Caleb King. And at 6'8", a senior, number 22, Miles Flemons. Head coach of the Redhawks is Scott Norris, assisted by Jaron White, Terrence Buckley, and Derek Lewis.
So there are your starting lineups, and you have to think that for Union's all-time leading scorer and rebounder, Miles Flemons, there might be a little bit more on the line on this one tonight. The very last time he will play in this building as a Union Red Hawk. They won't play here for anything past this. And so for him, that has got to be a very, very special moment. And having an opportunity to host and beat a home team, wear that white jersey one more time, has to be a big deal. So we're set to go, Union against Broken Arrow here tonight at the Union Multipurpose Activity Center, the John Q. Hammonds Arena. We're just past 7 o'clock on a Saturday night. Troy Bell will jump against Flemons, and that tip will go to Broken Arrow, and Mason brings it up. Screen there by Clark, but not much of one. Mason goes out front, and that's way out front. Bell's way out there. Now they'll get it to Dow, and he's their key man. Nice run through the screen right there. And Broken Arrow being harassed there. Titsworth with a nice move. Back to Mason. Titsworth on him. Now a switch. Bell got loose there for a second. Back on him, though, is Flemons, and he's a little stuck. Now to Clark way out front. They'll reset, and Mason will start again. Dow with Jackson Boyd on him. Dow gets to the middle, pulls back, can't go. Ball bounces around. Broken Arrow looks like they have it, but they bounced it out of bounds. And you saw Miles Flemons there. He had good position deep on the screen, but he kind of lost his feet and had two different Tigers inside. So no score there, and the Redhawks have the basketball for the first time. Titsworth to Boyd. Interesting to see how this team will play Flemons. And they're going to double him right away as well. They do inside. Flemons still got free. Oh, he could not get the right hand to go. Rebound, Broken Arrow. Here they come. Clark across to Miles shoots. That one's going to go off the back of the billboard, or backboard, pardon me. That is Mason, not Miles. And we're still scoreless. Now inside to Flemons, or actually he's a little bit outside, but Miles will try to work inside. Jackson Boyd got down inside, got two. Excellent look right there for Flemons, who is an underrated passer, and Boyd puts Union up 2-0. Quickly back the other way. That is Lemons, and he'll give it off. That is intercepted by Boyd. Mason had it picked off, and Jackson, right hand, can't get it to go, and the ball is tipped out of bounds by Caleb King, and Jackson ends up on the floor. He was defended right there by Mason, and Mason, again, is 6'5". Jackson didn't really have a lot of help, so he just kind of did what he could to put it up, but it went off the backboard, and we're still 2-0. Mason against Titsworth, or pardon me, it's Nuwan. Way out front is Bell, and back to Mason. Dow hanging out in the far corner here. Clark wanted to go there, but he was cut off. Mason once again, and now Dow will go top of the key. Jackson Boyd is chasing him all the way out to the U. Now Jackson will back off a little. Yep, got a good hand on the ball, but recovered by Dow and back to Mason. Good defense here by this Union boys team early on. Down underneath to Clark, he'll pull back and shoot, and that one won't go. Rebound, though, to Lemons. He's way inside. Now Dow has a three-pointer, and it won't go. Rebound Flemons. That thing was halfway down and found its way out. Titsworth quickly down court, but he'll hold it up. Now he'll take the three to Kari and can't get it to go. Rebound Clark. No, that's Bell, pardon me. Dow toward the middle, but he pulls the dribble. And Clark will reset. Wants Dow to come back out front, and he does. Jackson Boyd sticking with Dow really well early in this first period. 4:56 to go in this first period, just 2-0 game. Mason took a three from out that range earlier, could not get it to go. Clark, he will drive when King turns. He will turn again. He's stuck, nowhere to go. And all the way back out to Mason. Tremendous defense here by Union. Dow asks for the screen, turns it down. Lemons goes down inside. Here goes Bell. Won't go. Dow this time again won't go. Mason cut off again, but he'll take the shot and can't get it to fall. Rebound Flemons. Tremendous defense by Union. 2-0 Red Hawks, 4:18 to go in this first period. Yes, we played almost 4 minutes with one bucket. Titsworth way outside. Nuwan had an opportunity quickly. King will turn and take that shot. He got it to go down. Caleb King, who was fantastic last night, and early too, and it's 4-0 Union, with the points coming from Boyd and King. Certainly no panic in this Broken Arrow team. They're 18-5 for a reason. Easy shot right there. Bell wants to take it, but he does not. Lemons goes to Dow. Dow got himself inside, couldn't do much more. And Clark will go all the way back out front. Now down to Mason. And Mason just puts the shoulder into Nuwan, and they'll call the charge, and that was a clear charge. Mason, I think maybe a little frustrated by the defense, turned left shoulder, dropped that shoulder, and just rammed into him. So that'll be a foul, and it'll be ball Redhawks with a 4-0 lead. Clemens off to Nuwan, quickly to King, back to Nuwan. He'll take the three, and oh, it won't go. Rebound goes to Bell. Lemon will bring it up quickly. Once again, Dow back in the corner. Hasn't had a lot of shots. Good job tonight by Jackson Boyd. He'll turn there on Boyd and won't go. Caleb King. Boyd's not completely in his face in those shots, but he is not letting him have free reign. Fleming sets the screen. Titsworth. Ooh, he had an opportunity. Boyd dribbles in. Jackson kind of stuck. Going to have to do something with it. And he goes way back out to Titsworth, who goes back down to Flemings. If Miles tries to go inside, he'll get mobbed. Back out. Opportunity for Titsworth. Won't go. Rebound to Jackson. Back to Titsworth again. Another reset for the Red Hawks. Down deep. Flemings has got it down there, and he got it in. Miles Flemings. 3 guys on him. Does not matter. He puts it down. It's 6-0 Union. That's an excellent job by Miles. And again, did not take that ball down. Went right back to the hole. Mason off again. This time Dow finds himself in the middle, but he double dribbled. And he's complaining, but he certainly did. He lost control, grabbed it again with both hands, and that is pretty textbook. And the officials telling Bo Wallace, you know it, and so do I. Just over 2 minutes to go in this first period, 6-0 Union. The Union girls had a problem at this end earlier tonight with what seems like a lid on the basket. Right now, Broken Arrow dealing with that on the other end. Titsworth found Nawan quickly. Now inside, King had an opportunity. Oh, he had it taken away. It's an excellent move in there by Wallace, who just checked in. Now front to Mason. Mason looked like he wanted to go around the screen. Now he holds. That's Lemons. Dow's trying to find a way to get away from Jackson Boyd, but Jackson won't have it. Clark, he'll back up and take the three. Can't get it to go. Boyd with another rebound. Broken Arrow can't buy one right now, but they're having to take shots from the outside. Union is doing such a good job in that interior defense. Titsworth will slow it down. Oh, and he makes the move inside. Titsworth into Boyd. Oh, and it bounces out of Boyd's hand. Titsworth drew the entire defense to him. Jackson cut to the basket, and that pass admittedly was just a little bit low, but it was more than likely handleable, but would have been difficult for Boyd. He had to go down to get it, so it would have put him in a difficult position underneath anyway. So that's a turnover, and it's 6-0 Union. 1 minute to go here in this first period. Dow goes off to Wallace. He'll take that shot. Won't go. Rebound to King. Nobody underneath for Broken Arrow. They have not gotten a ton of rebounds here offensively. Jackson straight to the hole, puts it up, and can't get it to go. Flemons with the rebounds, puts it back up, and he does. 4 for Miles Flemons, and it's 8-0 Union. Redhawks terrific right now on the boards, too. Mason looks a little up. He's got an opportunity. Mason pulls up, can't get it to go. Ball knocked around. It's still out there, and it's now off Broken Arrow, and Union has it. That was an excellent opportunity for Mason, and it looked like Broken Arrow had a clean shot at the rebound but couldn't collect it. So 27 seconds to go, and Coach Norris telling his team, calm it down here. Don't do anything silly. You've got the basketball in 20 seconds. So out front is Titsworth. Boyd standing by himself on the right side. Now Titsworth moves. Back to Boyd. Boyd cuts. Jackson inside. Goes far side to Nawan. Got the three as the buzzer is about to sound. Nico Nawan knocks it down. It's 11-0 Union at the break. What a defensive quarter for the Union Redhawks. And again, as I mentioned, it's how the girls stayed in their game earlier. Union forcing Broken Arrow to play mostly from the outside, frustrating their leading scorer, Corbin Dow, who doesn't have a point yet, but then no one does for Broken Arrow. Union getting 3 from Nawan there at the buzzer, 2 from Boyd, 2 from King, and 4 now from Miles Flemons. That adds up to 11-0. I'm Rick Corey along with Andy Irwin and the Union Sports Network crew. We're pleased you joined us. Be nice to have you in the building too, although we've got a pretty good crowd here, and it's pretty noisy in the building as well. Can't ask for more than playoff basketball in early March with the smell of popcorn coming up from downstairs. So at this period, both coaches rapidly drawing on their boards. You've got to think what Bo Wallace is talking about is how to get the ball inside better. Broken Arrow with such a great height advantage has not been able to take advantage of it, and you have to give kudos to Jackson Boyd tonight. Already in just this first quarter, now it's a long game, but he has kept Corbin Dow really from taking anything like a good shot. So we're ready to start period number 2, and Union will have the basketball. Nico Nawan sent him off to that quarter break with that great 3. Titsworth, same lineup. Nothing has changed here. They'll go out to King. Back over. Titsworth, he makes the drive inside to Karian. Dishes it off to Boyd. Can't get it to go down. Dow with the rebound. Boy, that was an excellent opportunity. Quickly up court. Here comes Sutton. He's just entered the game. Sutton off to... Now it's over in the corner to Wallace. Wallace is a 3. He got it to go down. Matthias Wallace, good 3-point shooter. Found himself open in the corner. First points for Broken Arrow. It's 11-3. Titsworth directing traffic. Nuwan back over to Boyd. Oh, he had Flemings there for a moment. Did not quite get it there. Jackson will drive it. Nothing there. The Red Hawks can be awfully patient here. Titsworth got inside. Not much room though. Boyd for a moment had an opportunity. Flemings is going to drive it inside. Miles will go up with it right hand. Got it to go. Miles Flemings. Smooth as silk, and it's 13-3. Sutton with the basketball off. Or pardon me, that is Sutton to Sutton, and it's stolen away. Here comes Jackson Boyd, and he got it to go this time. Jackson Boyd, a couple of breaks that didn't go for him. That's 4, and it's 15-3. Excellent defense for these Red Hawks. Dow, opportunity in the middle, got it to go. Coach very upset down there. Coach Norris believes that Corbin Dow jumped into the defender, and there's probably some truth in that, but it was fairly inconsequential. So it's 15-5. Titsworth off to King. Boy, there's a huge crowd down there with big old number 22. He's got Clark on him. He turns his left shoulder. What a tremendous move, or pardon me, right shoulder by Miles. Flemings got him on his opposite shoulder, spun on in, and it's 17-5. Flemings now with 8. Dow, nice move. Inside, won't go. Rebound to Boyd. Jackson has at least 3 or 4 tonight. And slowly across the timeline, pardon me, goes Titsworth. Now to Nuwan. Goes down inside again to Flemings. Thought better of it when he was double teamed. Almost had a breaker there, but didn't have it. Nuwan on the move. Goes to King. King rolls it in. Caleb King with 4. Spectacular feed from Nuwan, and it's 19-5. I think Broken Arrow's a little stunned here as Wallace backs up. He'll go to the other Wallace. That's Oliver to William. Now moving inside, and that ball is blocked. Sutton went inside, and King blocked it, but he certainly got him with the body. Still, if you're going to make a block and get a foul, do it like that. Let them know you're there, and that's exactly what he did. So to the line goes Matthias Sutton. He has 3 tonight on the 1-3 for Broken Arrow. First shot is clean. With Sutton. Has one more. Breathes for a moment. And that one he misses. So Sutton will remain at 3, and the score 19-6. Titsworth kind of shouldered out of there inside to Miles Flemings, but he's way outside with Bell on him. Miles is trying to back him down. Goes to Nuwan, now to Trey Smith. Trey from the corner, got it! Trey Smith was fantastic last night from 3, and he is again right there, 22-6. Wallace driving, kicks it again. Dow being guarded by Trey Smith. Good move by Dow. Cannot get it to go down, and Caleb King challenged him. Good job by Caleb. They called a foul in almost the exact same situation earlier. Trey back out front to Nuwan, and we'll reset this thing with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Titsworth gets the screen, but it's not enough. Now he'll back up and take the 3, and he got it! Oh my, Dakari and Titsworth knocks down the 3. 25-6 Union, and Coach Bo Wallace has seen enough. Guy's got more than 300 wins. He knows when a run is a run, and he calls timeout. Beautiful job here by Union. We talked about they're kind of struggling late in the year from outside. Were tremendous last night, especially Trey Smith, and now Trey is 1 for 1 from 3 tonight. Nuwan hits that 3. So far, tremendous game for Union with Miles Flemings at 8. 4 in there for Caleb King. And then 3 for Nuwan, Titsworth, and for Trey Smith. On the other side of things, only 6 for Broken Arrow overall. 1-3 from Oliver Wallace, pardon me. And then 1-2 from Corbin Dow. That's all he has now. Remember, this cat averages 16 a game. We've got 4 minutes to go here in this first half, and he's at 2. Now, things can change, and he's a guy who can certainly explode. But right now, that's where he sits. And that's going to be a problem for Bo Wallace. Got 2 points in there for Oliver Wallace, too. And, of course, you recognize the last name. Oliver Wallace, Oliver Wallace, as well as you got 2 Suttons out there, Matthias and William. Let's see who they bring back out. For Union, it'll be Titsworth, Nawan, Trey Smith, Flemons, and Caleb King. Broken Arrow brings it up. That's Sutton. Almost stepping out of bounds right there was Wallace, but back to Bell. Now driving, that's cut off. Excellent cutoff right there by Nawan. Great help. Ball knocked out of bounds right there, and it's off Broken Arrow. Good hands by Union, and Broken Arrow slapped at it. Couldn't tell if that was Bell or someone else, but it went out of bounds off Broken Arrow, and here come the Tigers with a little pressure. Ball in the corner. Titsworth hasn't picked up his dribble, though, and he has help from Nawan. Now back to Titsworth, and they'll go middle to Flemons. Now back to Nawan. Excellent job breaking that press. Now over to King. He's got a little pull up, and he got it to go. Caleb King has been really money with that little 6 to 8 footer lately, and it's 27-6. Lemons to Wallace, and you can kind of feel Broken Arrow maybe wanting to push it and get a little desperate early as they kick that to the corner. Lemons will try a 3, and he got it. Well, that is important right there for Broken Arrow. That makes it 27-9, but that broke heck of a streak. Union with an 18-point lead. Flemons looked quickly and thought he had Trey, but he did not. Nawan will stop and take the shot. Won't go. Flemons with the rebound. He's fighting for it, and they're going to say it's out of bounds off Broken Arrow. Actually, they're going to say that Wallace touched the out-of-bounds line with his foot while holding on to it. Dow had been on the bench for a second. He's back in. Also back in is Aiden Clark. So their 2 leading scorers come back into the game with 2:44 to go in this first half. All the way out front to Nawan, who goes back inside. Oh, Flemons could not quite handle it. He split that double team from from Mason and Bell, and had an opportunity, but it went right off his hands. So bringing it up once again will be Mason. And he'll go middle. Clark will go back to Mason, almost tipped away. Lemon, who hit the last 3, has it now. He shoved off pretty substantially right there. Dow can't get free, so he goes back to Mason. Mason turns. It's a nice little pull-up. Won't go. Rebound goes to Flemons. Good job by Miles. He had 3 other players on him, and they were all wearing black jerseys. 2 minutes to go in this first half. 27-9 Union. You don't want Broken Arrow to get a big run right here, so it's time to make sure you get a really good offensive series, which they have had. Flemons will hand it off to Nawan. They'll go back to Titsworth into the corner to Trey Smith. Not open enough for the 3, but he'll certainly draw their attention. Back inside to King, back to Trey. Playing a little catch right there. He goes back inside. King's got an opportunity. Oh, and he's got it again right there, but they missed him at the free throw line. Now they've got him. And now with 1:28 to go, Coach Norris settling the troops and recalling a play. Screen by Trey Smith didn't work out. Inside, Caleb King finds Trey, open for a 3, can't get it to go. Rebound in there to Clark. It's a good look, though. Here comes Broken Arrow quickly. Mason spins, goes to Dow. In the lane, and he's stuck. So back to Mason again, and again, tremendous defense from Union. Mason cut off. Now he's going to put up the little floating right-hander. Good job by Mason. That are the first 2 points for Mason tonight, and that's a nice little floater, and it's 27-11. 47 seconds and counting, so the Redhawks do need to be careful here. Take that last shot. Don't give Broken Arrow another opportunity. The shooting percentages can certainly change. Nawan in the corner. Back to King. And Union will reset again. Down low, everywhere Miles Flemons goes, he draws a lot of jerseys. Titsworth will just stand. and wait. Union playing for the last shot here, hoping to extend that lead further. Titsworth, 11 seconds to go, goes to Flemons. Miles to King. Gonna have to hurry now. Back out front. Over. Nuwan, opportunity for three, can't get it to go, and that will end the half. Clark could not quite get one off, so it's going to end 27-11 so far for Union. 8 for Miles Flemons. You have 6 for Caleb King. He's been tremendous. And then 3 for Nuwan Titsworth. And Jackson Boyd has 4. Also Trey Smith with 3. On Broken Arrow's side, 3 for Coy Lemons. 3. No, that's 2, sorry, for Corin Dow. 2 for Wallace. 1 for Sutton. Have not gotten their big guns unloaded, and we end the half at 27-11. We'll step aside for a moment and come back with the second half. Union and Broken Arrow for the regional championship here on the Union Sports Network.
Does your school or organization need athletic apparel or spirit wear? Let me suggest Inkwell, a Tulsa-based company that can get you the quality you deserve at unheard of and unmatched lead times. Talking 2 weeks or less, not 2 months like most others, and can do it as much as 60% less than most of the big guys out there. So join the likes of Sand Springs, Union, Broken Arrow, Jinx, Oologah, and Glenpool, to name a few, and get your customized sublimated uniforms, including Under Armour, Nike, or Adidas at InkwellNation.com.
Life doesn't wait for you to slow down. When you're moving fast and something doesn't feel right, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
When summer heats up and your AC isn't working right, be cautious of being pressured into a replacement.
It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, and Airco will let you know if your AC is worth fixing.
So call Airco today for a free second opinion.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Shields is now open at the Woodland Hills Mall in Tulsa, and we can't thank you enough for the warm welcome. Whether you love the great outdoors, sports, or fashion, Shields has something for everyone. Our passionate and knowledgeable Shields experts are excited to welcome you to explore thousands of brands and premium products. From our golf simulator, service shop, archery lanes, and more, we're ready to get you fitted with the best gear for you. We can't wait to see you at Shields.
Hey, Union fans! Score big with TTCU Federal Credit Union School Pride Card. Each time you use your card, we donate to Union Public Schools, adding to the $2.5 million we've given statewide. TTCU, where members are raving fans.
Select Commercial Group, a part of Coldwell Banker Select, is a highly reputable and professional firm specializing in commercial real estate services. David Roberts heads up the group with over 40 years of management experience and over 20 years in the real estate market. Sarah Bergeson, Scott Job, Jason Smith, Amy Bauman are skilled professionals that are poised to help you achieve your goals. Select Commercial Group treats their clients like family. With a wealth of experience and expertise in the industry, they are dedicated to providing exceptional services to clients seeking commercial real estate solutions. Whether you are looking to buy, sell, lease, or invest in commercial properties, their expertise covers various sectors, including office spaces, retail properties, industrial facilities, and more. Select Commercial Group is the go-to partner for all your commercial real estate needs. Call 918-695-6979 or 918-394-0700, a sponsor of the Union Red Hawks.
Well, it was a high-octane first half for the Union offense, and they lead 27-11 over the Broken Arrow Tigers here in the regional championship in 6A, right here at the Union Multipurpose Activity Center, also known, of course, as the John Q. Hammonds Arena. I'm Rick Corey, along with Andy Irwin and the Union Sports Network crew, and that first half was art by Union. Not only did they play tremendous offensively, but they really keyed it all once again from their defense. And as far as scoring goes, they've really spread it around. Caleb King, another really good night after a great night last night, has 6. Miles Flemons leads Union with 8. He's drawing a lot of attention down low from a Broken Arrow team that's quite a bit taller than Union, but still getting his points. Jackson Board has 4. Dakarian Titsworth with 3. Trey Smith with 3. Nico Nawan with 3. On the other side of things, Corbin Dow, who averages about 16 a game, only has 2 at the break for Broken Arrow. Now, you can guarantee that Coach Bo Wallace was in the locker room drawing up a thing or two for number 4. So everyone will have to be ready. And sometimes in a game like this, when you have the lead, it's not that you're really at a disadvantage, but the other team can make more adjustments to your adjustments. Now, the winner of this regional championship will go on to play, my schedule says, from the OSSA next Friday, but that's what my schedule says for girls, and it turns out that's the wrong day, so I'll just say next week. And the winner of this will take on the winner of Norman North and Muskogee, that one going on right now as well. The loser of this one will play the loser of that game next week as well. So we'll get this thing underway in just a few minutes and should have the normal starting lineups back out there for Union. Of course, that would be Nico Nwan, Dakarian Titsworth, Jackson Boyd, Caleb King, and Miles Flemons. And I don't think you can understate the importance of Jackson Boyd defensively in that first half. He has 4 points, and he did miss a bunny, but he has been so good defensively, and they assigned him Corbin Dow. Now, Jackson is 6'2", Dow is 6'6". Yet despite that, the pestering constantly by Boyd and the fast hands has really done a good job of making it a difficult night for Corbin Dow. So Broken Arrow will have the ball. They'll take it out of bounds. Coy Lemons will key it in to Gene Mason, and here we go. We played that first half in a brisk about 27 minutes. Not a lot of stoppages. Bell way out front. Dow makes his move. Didn't think, thought he'd take that shot, but he would not. Now to Clark, and again, Bell way out there. No one's going to guard him out there. Mason gets around the screen, but he's got Miles to look at. Clark will take a 3 and can't get it to go. Flemons bats it around and grabs the rebound thanks to Boyd, who tipped it as well. Here comes Union. Broken Arrow really struggled from the outside in that first half. Dakarian Titsworth will slow it down a little bit. Even though Broken Arrow is a bigger team when it comes to height, they can run with you too, so I don't think Broken Arrow Union wants to necessarily really push it. They just want to play good defense, good basic basketball. Underneath, Flemons has got 3 bodies with him everywhere he goes. Now Titsworth gets a screen, goes off to Boyd. Boyd goes inside, goes over to Nawan, who I thought might take that shot. Now down to Flemons. Miles turns, kicks it out. There's a 3 for Titsworth, won't go, but the rebound to King. Clark had good position and almost shoved King out of there. Flemons gets down inside. Miles can't get it to go. Tips it, got it. Flemons' first shot wouldn't go, so he stayed with it, just tipped it back up, and the lead is 29-11. Miles has been workmanlike tonight. Inside Mason, really good move. One-hander won't go, though. Clark with the rebound, knocked away from behind by Titsworth, and he'll get the foul. Nice job there by Mason to get free, but he just could not get the floater down, and Union couldn't grab that rebound. No foul trouble for Union here, really. Titsworth with 1 for Caleb King. Once again, inside. Now Clark drives, and he lays it up in excellent job by Aiden Clark. Tremendous player, and again, one of their best players, and that's his first 2 of the night. 29-13, Redhawks. Once again to Flemons. And to King. Caleb won't shoot from there. Nice job by Titsworth. Got inside, kicks it out. Nawan's got a 3. Yes, sir. Nico Nawan now with 6. And the lead goes to 32-13. But Wallace asking his team to move a little quicker. Dow is way out front. He didn't even touch it in that last offensive series. Clark will get inside. Now he goes inside to Bell. Bell stuffed in there by big Miles Flemons. Bell belted into Miles, moved him a little, and Miles just went straight up and capped him. Then the ball went off Bell, so to add insult to injury, it's Union's ball. Well, the blend of offense and defense tonight, so far beautiful for this Red Hawk team. There goes Titsworth on a nice drive, kicks it to Boyd, and he won't take that, but he goes middle. Oh, and threw it away almost. Dow knocked it away, and it is thrown away. Mason collects it. Yeah, but he'll go to the hole, and that is blocked. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Jackson Boyd recovered on that play, got down court, and made the block. He must have gotten him, though, with his body, because he sure didn't get him with his hands. 5:16 to go, third period, a 32-13 lead for Union, and Mason, with 2 on the night, will go to the line. Studies, and missed the first one. A little short. Now, Mason's played a lot tonight, and even though these are young guys, and I get all that, they played last night or yesterday too, and last night actually, you can get weak legs, and that'll leave a ball short. Second one is long. Flemons with the rebound, so nothing there for Broken Arrow. 5 minutes to go in this third period. Titsworth harassed by Dow, but he got it across. And he goes to Flemons, who goes to King. Dakarian back out to Nawan. Oh, he almost took that. Nico goes inside, though. King goes underneath the Boyd. Oh, Boyd fumbled it. Jackson, ball was just a little behind him, and he tried to reach back with the one hand and didn't quite work out. So it remains 32-13, and the turnover will give the Broken Arrow Tigers the basketball. Mason dribbles center. Oh, they tried to run the little inside lob to Bell, and honestly, that's a good call. Flemons realized it at the last minute. Miles went over and fouled him, but he kept him from getting the easy two, and that will send Bell to the free throw line. Bell is scoreless tonight. And he remains scoreless. That's 3 in a row Broken Arrow has missed at the line. And you know Bo Wallace doesn't like that. Anytime you can score with the clock not moving, it's a bonus. Second shot. And it doesn't go in, and Flemons with the rebound. So that's 0-4 on the last 2 trips on free throws for Broken Arrow. Titsworth harassed again by Dow. Dow is playing tight defense. Over to Nawan. Boy, Caleb King has been really active and doing a heck of a job just being an outlet there for the basketball. Jackson Boyd wants to get it back to Titsworth, and he does. 4:14 to go, third period. Boyd just got hammered in there by Lemons. Nothing happens. Flemons with the ball. Here's another opportunity for Nawan. Can't get it to go. Ball bounces around. Flemons has the rebound, goes right back to the hole and puts it in. Oh, there was no doubt when Miles Flemons got that basketball, he was going straight to the hole. 34-13 Union. Mason drives. Shoulder won't go. Rebound, tie ball. And you can see right there, Mason was unquestionably frustrated and pushing. And that shot was not a great shot, not really a poor one, but it wouldn't go, and the jump ball will go Union possession, and credit there again to Jackson Boyd. Jackson's not flashy, but he does a little bit of everything for you. Trap coming from Broken Arrow. Titsworth got it in the corner, goes middle to Flemons, almost has it knocked away. Miles gives it off to Jackson. He goes back out to Nawan, and Union has broken the press. Underneath, Flemons has got some room, puts the shoulder down, and they're going to call him for the charge. The official closest to it, 3 feet away, did not make that call. The official 30 feet away did. And to be honest, Jackson Miles, definitely put his shoulder down and definitely went into the defender who was moving. All right, you let it stand. That's 2 on Flemons with 3:21 to go in this third period, now 34-13. Dow to Clark. Oh, way underneath the Dow. That is way too short, but he leaves it short. Oh, my. Dow did great work, and he could not hit the shot. Corbin Dow has only 2, and he averages 16, and that was a great opportunity. Union with the ball. Back to Flemons. Oh, he almost gave it off, and now they're going to call the foul on Dow. And You know, I can see Coach Norris working that official, and I think that's a good call and maybe almost halfway a makeup call for what happened on the other end when they called Flemons. 2:56 to go, 34-13. This is the third period in Union with the lead. Titsworth goes back off to King. Caleb wanted Miles, couldn't do it. He'll go across court to Nawan. Nico will go back and reset everything. Now Nico drives, kicks it off. King has some room. Caleb inside, goes to Miles, and he puts it up. And they're going to call a foul before that. King on the drive did a very nice job, and they're going to call a push. And that's going to go against Dow, and it will be the second team foul. Union with 4, so they'll have to be careful this quarter. Inside, Flemons got it again, turns left. Oh, he missed it. Flemons got the left hand, turned right shoulder, and could not get it to go. He misses it. And then a whistle. I believe they called a foul underneath, and it will be Broken Arrow basketball. Oh, goaltending for Union. Dow backs up, can't get it to go again. King, fantastic rebound for Caleb King. Union with the basketball again, and 2:17 to go, third period. Did not hear the goaltending call. Thank you, Andy Irwin. King back out front to Nawan. Nico drives. Oh, he almost had the pullback. Instead, goes to Titsworth. Dow, just a tremendous defender. Way outside. Flemons inside. He goes far side. No, he just sails it over the head. Trying to get it to Nico Nawan, and you understand what he was doing. Nico had room for a 3, but Miles with that big two-handed pass put it about 2 rows up. Somebody got a bonus, and thankfully they were looking, and they'd have gotten a Spalding in the head. 1:54 to go, third period. 36-13 Union. But this Broken Arrow team is certainly dangerous and capable of coming back. Quick move to the inside, and that's going to put down 2 from Matthias Sutton. Sutton now has 3, and the lead is 36-15. Good pressure from Broken Arrow. Nguyen will get it to Titsworth, and he'll have to get it across midcourt, and he does. Breaks the press. Nguyen is now fouled from behind, and that's a clear foul. Sutton didn't have to either. Nguyen was about to pick up the dribble, and he did. Sutton didn't really need to do that. Trey Smith coming in. Jackson Boyd, who's done yeoman work, will sit down. Now, the good news is Trey is an equally good defender, and he's a better three-point shooter. Inbounds to Flemons. He looks behind me to make sure it's safe, and then he goes back to Titsworth. Minute 20 to go. And the Red Hawks having that 36-15 lead, but wanting to add. King comes, gives him the screen. And now to Caleb. He wanted to get to Miles, but can't. Caleb will dribble and go back across to Nawan. Nico got an opportunity right there. He's going to go back inside. That ball goes to Miles, and he got it. He's fouled. Flemons was 16 and an and 1. Give credit right there to Nawan. He drove, could have taken the little pull-up, but he saw Miles flash underneath and got it there. Caleb King, who's worn out, is going to have a seat. Robbie Manning will come in. These are important minutes for Robbie. He needs to play great defense here. And with under a minute to go, 1 free throw for Miles Flemons. See if he can add to his 16 tonight. Miles? Cannot. He'll stay at 16 in the lead, 38-15 Union. Dow, he's going to drive it, pulls back. Now he's going to pull up and shoot, and he got it. Corbin Dow is certainly capable of going off for 10 to 15 points in a quarter. Trey Smith goes across, broken by Titsworth. They've got numbers. Manning lays it up. Oh, but he missed it. And then the follow is missed by Flemons, but he got hacked. So Miles will go to the line. And that's a tremendous opportunity for Robbie, but he was going so fast, I think he almost surprised himself by his positioning close to the basket. So Flemons will go back to the line. He just missed an and 1, but he is a very good free throw shooter. Studies. And that one's clean. 17 now for Flemons. We'll see if we can add one more. It's 37 seconds to go, third period, and 39-17 Union. If you would have told me to begin the game that you knew this would be the score right now, I would have called you a liar. Second shot is off, but that is 17 for Flemings. Quickly down court, Dow. Oh, and he carried the basketball, but they didn't call it. Instead, he turns it over. Here comes Titsworth, but there's plenty of time, 26 seconds. Pardon me, that was Nuwan. Nico over to Titsworth. Broken Arrow really extending that defense, and Dow just shoved him. Oh, they're going to call Titsworth for over and back, but he was shoved by Dow. Now, maybe the foot touched over before he was fouled, and that apparently is what the officials are saying. Coach Norris not terribly happy. So just under 19 seconds to go. Broken Arrow with another opportunity. Sutton gets the screen. Nuwan on him. Another screen coming. Sutton gets a trade-off. Sutton will take that shot and hits it. Sutton has hit a three already, now has 6, his second three, and it's 39-20. Launched by Trey Smith, and he almost got that thing to go, and that will do it for the end of the third period. So, Red Hawks remain their lead 39-20. Now, you may say, well, this one's in the books. No, it's not. A 19-point lead is safe against probably anybody in the state except, well, there are probably about 4 teams, and this is one of them in Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow, Owasso, a couple of folks over on the west side. And for the Red Hawks, the basis here, got to keep playing your offense, and you've got to play. They played tremendous defense, and admittedly, Broken Arrow has struggled to shoot it, but the defense has been part of that reason. And Broken Arrow is forcing, or Union is forcing Broken Arrow to work so hard for those shots that just aren't falling when they get them. Meanwhile, they have 17, Union does, from Miles Flemings. Let's see, you also have 6 here for Caleb King. You have 6 for Nuwan, 3 for Trey Smith. Vicarian Titsworth has 3, and Jackson Boyd has 4. So a good night for almost everybody in this Red Hawk basketball team. And the one thing many coaches will tell you at a point like this, and Coach Norris knows this, so he'll battle it, is you can't play not to lose here. You're up by 19, and the tendency many times is to try to slow the pace and just let that clock run. That's a sure way to lose a basketball game, a football game, or anything else. Coach Norris, a veteran with a ton of wins, he knows better, and he will have this team moving. Union will start the fourth period with Flemings, Manning, Boyd, Titsworth, and Nuwan. Wallace gets it in to Sutton, and here we go. Sutton has been good tonight. He has 6. He's the leading scorer for the Tigers. Down low to Dow. He's got an opportunity. Dow turns. Little turnaround. Can't get it to go. Ball goes off, and it's rebounded by Wallace, and he put that thing up. Sutton. Sutton just slung it over his shoulder and got it to go. Sutton with 8, and it's 39-22. Press broken. Down to Boyd. He's almost pushed out of bounds. They are allowing a lot of contact. Flemings back to Nico. He'll go across to Jackson Boyd. Dow tight on Boyd, and that's unusual, and Dow got the foul. Normally people don't play Jackson that tight, especially 25, 30 feet from the basket. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Dow, and he's going to have to be careful at this point. There's 7:20 to go in this game. Backcourt to Titsworth. Wallace will harass him. That ball is tipped away as they tried to hand it off, but that was tight quarters over there. Caleb King will come back in. Robbie Manning will sit. Caleb, as I said, very good tonight with 6 already. Back into the backcourt again, and Titsworth will bring it forward, being harassed by Wallace. 7 minutes to go. Union's lead now 39-22. Nuwan got a screen, but they fought through it nicely. Still trying to find a way to get it down to Flemings, but Miles is way outside. Now he drives inside, takes the big step, and he got it to go. McAllister had pushed him 17 feet outside or so, and he still got it to go, down 41-22. Dow gets to the inside, but he's cut off. Nice job there by Miles. Nowhere to go there. Now a 3 taken by McAllister, and he got it. Savion McAllister knocks down a 3 and makes it 41-25, a 16-point lead with 6:31 to go. And a quick timeout. McAllister had done such a good job defensively on the other end on Flemings, but Miles just took 2 big old steps. And just with all that smooth he has, laid it up and in. McAllister for the 3. Quite honestly, if you're Union right now, you can trade 3s for 2s, but you don't want to count on that. You can certainly see Broken Arrow heating up a little bit too, and we, again, don't have the advantage of statistics, so we can't see the shooting percentages. But no, in the first half, it was very difficult for Broken Arrow to get one to fall. Still difficult for their leading scorer, Dow, averages 16 and just has 4. But they've had a really nice night from Matthias Sutton, who has 8. Other scorers out there, you got the 3 right there for McAllister, and also 3 for Oliver Wallace. So 6:31 to go, and if you're Union, that 6:31 will run like concrete, slowly. If you're Broken Arrow, you're going to think that somebody took the sand out of the hourglass. Everything depends on perspective, doesn't it? We're inside the John Q. Hammonds Arena on the Union Sports Network. I'm Rick Corey with Andy Irwin and the Union Sports Network crew. Out of bounds to Union, and BA has put on a tremendous press, something I'm sure Coach Norris has been talking about. Ball inbounded to Nwan, right back quickly to Boyd, and now Titsworth. Titsworth breaks across, but he picks up the dribble, never pick it up in the corner. That's tough, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Broken Arrow. Anytime you pick up your dribble over in a corner like that next to the out-of-bounds line, that doesn't work well. And he found that out in a hurry. Boyd will inbounds. King goes to the middle. Nice job by Caleb, and we'll reset this thing. Broken Arrow certainly extended that defense, and Titsworth wanted to hand off and can't, so he'll go to Miles. Miles will dribble it back to Titsworth. Oh, and he almost lost it. Thankfully, Boyd was there. Jackson goes to King. He is tightly covered. Again, you don't normally see guys from Union covered that far outside. Back into King. Got a chance. Nico inside. That goes back to King. That ball was blocked, but they'll call the foul. Excellent feed right there by Nico Nwan. And King did the right thing as he cut to the basket. Broken Arrow really had to foul him right there. And up to shoot 2 is Caleb King. Second foul of the period for Broken Arrow as well. First one goes down and pure for King. Nice job by Caleb. That gives him 7 on the night with a chance to add 1 more. Few dribbles. Got them both. Excellent job by Caleb King, and it's now 43-25. Got to have those points when it happens. Good job by Nwan to harass Sutton right there. Wallace looking to get free. Can't. They'll get it over to the corner. That 3 won't go, and Flemons with the rebounds. That was William Sutton who missed. Titsworth will go back over to Nico now. And they'll get it across to Miles. Excellent job by Union. Nwan goes back to Miles, and as soon as Flemons touches the basketball, people back off a little bit. Boy, Broken Arrow jumped him right there. Now way back out front. Titsworth had an opportunity for 3, got it inside to Miles, and he got fouled. Flemons, an excellent job of getting his defender on his back and backing up while that pass came. Then the foul came. 3rd foul of the quarter, and it'll be an out-of-bounds play because Miles had not gathered it yet to try to go up. Several substitutions here for Broken Arrow. Aiden Clark comes back in. Also Sutton. Inbounds goes, oh, it's almost stolen. Ooh, that was a bit of a lazy pass. It looked to me like Jackson Boyd was expected to cut toward the basketball. He cut the other way, and Titsworth threw it in. Unfortunately, he just got batted out of bounds. Quite honestly, Union's been lucky in a couple of situations like that. 5:10 to go, back out front to Titsworth. Tightly covered out there by William Sutton. Now again to Flemons, back to King. Boyd even is covered, cuts, nothing there. King protecting that basketball, but he picked up his dribble. Nice job by Jackson Boyd. Boy, that's just good basketball intelligence, knowing you have to go help. Flemons will be out front. Miles goes inside. Oh, Nico thought about it, but instead he brought it back out. Excellent job wasting time. Now Nwan from 3. Oh, it won't go. But he got his own rebound. Tremendous job by Union. Drive and a dish and another foul. That'll be the 4th foul. Excellent job by Titsworth. He drove. You saw Flemons cut to the basket. Excellent camera work there by the Union Sports Network crew, and the foul called. So Broken Arrow is one away from sending Union to the line the rest of this quarter. Inbounds, stolen. Mason is fouled way out front by Jackson Boyd, and he really didn't have a lot of options. If he doesn't foul him, that's an easy 2. And it's only the first foul of the quarter for Union, so that's actually a smart play. 4:25 to go in this game. 43-25 Union, but trust me, it is not over. Inbound to Sutton, who leads Broken Arrow tonight with 8. Clark wants to set a screen, and they went around it. Dow breaks to the middle. Here goes Dow, pulls up, and he's fouled. Dow short-armed that one. He has really struggled today from the field, and they're going to call Jackson Boyd. That'll be his 3rd foul, 2nd of the period, but more importantly, a shooting foul for Corbin Dow. Had a couple of opportunities in the first half and missed them both. Not this time. That was as pure as it can be, and Dow now with 5. Jackson did the right thing in kind of harassing him. Missed that second shot, and it's tipped, and it's collected by Jackson Boyd. Again, tremendous work. Titsworth is trapped, and a timeout called. Excellent timeout there by Coach Scott Norris. That ball was grabbed and collected by Jackson Boyd. He had nowhere to go. Titsworth did the right thing, flashed to him, but then he was stuck on the line. Seeing that there was no other option, Scott Norris called the timeout, and that's really smart. Now, Broken Arrow, with this pressure, will try to even ramp it up further. They are defending 30 feet from the goal, plus they're going to come with this inbounds pressure here. Union will have to be very careful about the breaking, and they've done a good job of it for most of the evening. And with 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go, and a 43-26 lead, you certainly feel like, well, 17, you ought to be able to maintain that lead. And truthfully, certainly the odds are in your favor, but it's still nervous time, and it will be until double zeros are on that clock. Winner this one moves on. They will play the winner of Norman North and Muskogee. That game going on right now. The loser will play the loser of that game. Those games will be late next week at a site yet to be announced. Horn sounds, and we're ready to go again. Boyd will take it out of bounds. Remember, these two teams have played twice. Broken Arrow won both times by an average of only around 4 points a game, but they've won both. Into Flemons. He's trapped in the corner. He'll go back to Jackson Boyd. He picks up his dribble. He goes to Titsworth. He's going to get jumped, but Dakarian will get it across. Finds King down low. Oh, it's taken away. Excellent job there by Dow. King would have had an easy layup. Long 3 coming, and it's an air ball by Sutton, rebounded by Nawan. King to Jackson Boyd, and he's fouled, and that will send him to the line. William Sutton was there, fouled him as soon as he turned around, and with 4 fouls, you cannot afford to foul somebody 35 feet away from the bucket, but they just did. So for the rest of this quarter, Union will shoot anytime they are fouled. First up, Jackson Boyd. Oh, it hits the back of the rim, won't go. One more for Jackson Boyd. 3:46 to go. Jackson got that one, and it's 44-26. Boyd now with 5. Now defense for Union. Dow is way outside. He goes way inside and throws it away. They tried to get it to Clark on the cutter, and King was trailing, but he just missed. So here comes the pressure again, and again Boyd will be the man inbounding. Flemons will come to help. They'll go in to Nawan, and he got shouldered pretty good, and the ball knocked out of bounds. That was Sutton who knocked it out. So we'll reset again. Coming out is Sutton. Side out of bounds play goes into Flemons. Miles is got people all over him. Ball almost stolen away by Dow. Now it's forward and it's dropped. Oh, Dakarian Titsworth, ball slightly behind him from Boyd, had a chance at it, but tried to one-hand it and dropped it. And this is where Union's got to be careful. You can't crumble under this pressure. Mason will bring it up, 3:16 to go, and an 18-point lead for Union. Clark, way outside. Again to Mason. Once again, they're going to get a 3 ball. It won't go, and that ball is knocked away nicely by Nawan, and he rebounded. That was Sutton who missed, and that ball is kicked. Dow extending that defense all the way out to the middle of the U, and Nawan tried the bounce pass, and his coaching staff is having a discussion, shall we say. But fortunately, it is Union basketball. Under 3 to go. Somebody's got to help. Flemons does it. And then Miles gets fouled. They will send Flemons to the line, and that's Clark looks like he's a little frustrated, but that clearly was a foul. And with 2:55 to go, big number 22, we'll see if he can add to his 19. What a performance here tonight by both the Union girls and boys. Unfortunately, the girls lost to Broken Arrow in a classic. This boys team, though, has been on fire. Flemons, first shot, boy, that's pure. 20 points now for Miles Flemons, solidifying his position as the leading all-time scorer and rebounder for Union High School. The Drake signee will continue this in the areas. Second shot goes through as well. 21 points for Miles Flemons. The lead is 46-26. Mason quickly down court. And Broken Arrow does now have to hurry. Wallace off to Clark. Clark drives, turns, drop the basketball. It's still loose. And it is taken out of there by Union and a timeout called. Brilliant job in there by Union defensively. Broken Arrow is purposely trying to hurry, but in doing so, you can get sloppy. They did. Union had hands on the basketball. Caleb King got on the floor, gathered the ball, and it's Union's basketball. Great timeout by Coach Scott Norris. They will have 3 left, so will Broken Arrow. Union only 2 fouls in this quarter. Broken Arrow with 5 will send Union to the line. So with 2:38 to go and a 20-point lead, you got to feel pretty good about it. But I'm loving the way this Union team has continued to put pressure on. They've been tremendous defensively tonight and opportunistic offensively. Once again, Boyd will take it out of bounds, and again, Broken Arrow with the heavy pressure. It hasn't necessarily been pretty when Union has broken this press, but it's been effective. Nawan will be trapped. He'll go back to Titsworth. Now Dakarian goes across to Flemons. Oh, Flemons down deep. Wait, there's a lot of room right there for big Jackson Boyd. Now they'll go to Miles again, and that was almost picked off. Miles will hold it. Now he goes to the basket. Miles goes inside. Caleb King wide open, and there's another 2. Excellent job by Flemons. King has 10, and it's 48-26. Well underneath his Lemons. He'll go back to Mason, a 3, and that one was tipped. And now it is taken and collected again by Jackson Boyd, who has just played a fabulous basketball game. Into Flemons. Over to King. King backs it up. Smart basketball. Nawan goes back to Miles. If you're going to foul somebody, they want you to foul 22. Now to Titsworth. And back again to Flemons. Miles will dribble. And a foul. It was Mason who fouled him that time. That will only be his second, but it will once again send Miles to the line. And I can pretty much say I can be comfortable in saying this game's over, folks. But it took me until now to do it. And I'm seeing a nod of heads of people who agree. Thank you very much. If you're at home going, it's over a long time ago, God bless you. I couldn't feel that way. Flemons to the line with 21. And did not get the shooter's roll that time. Certainly still want to hit these when you have an opportunity, but we're not going to say anything about Miles' performance other than bravo. Good shot of Coach Norris there. Second one also rims out, so it remains 48-26, and quickly down court is Dow. Dow will drive, put up a crazy left-hander, and it won't go. Flemons with a rebound. Wants to hand it off to somebody. Instead, he'll just dribble it out of there. There we go. Now he's got Jackson Boyd across the court. Jackson easily into Union territory. King goes back to the middle to Flemons. Miles puts the shoulder down and goes right at it, and they're going to call Dow on the foul. That'll be 4 on Dow, and quite honestly, he was moving. And you have to give Flemons credit because not only is he smooth, he's smart. When he got the basketball, he saw Dow didn't have position, so he went right on, and he'll go right back to the line. Now, he just missed a couple, but he's a good free throw shooter, so with 1:14 to go, not likely to happen again. Bingo, got that one. Broken Arrow will bring Sutton back in. He's a three-point guy. And he's had a good night. Matter of fact, he is their leading scorer. But Union has just shut down the normal leading scorers for this Broken Arrow basketball team. Second shot from Flemons. That one will not go, so he'll have 22 right now. Broken Arrow quickly down court. Mason pushes it, turns. It's a nice little shot, can't get it to go. Caleb King with a rebound. Now off to Jackson Boyd. Flemons wide open. Here goes Miles. Boom. Oh, he missed the dunk. He tried to dunk it, missed it, but Caleb King follows. Miles was maybe a little nonchalant on the dunk. Caleb King wasn't. A block by Jackson Boyd. They're going to call a foul. Oh, Jackson Boyd was right with Matthias Sutton, went up right beside him, and that's about the second time tonight that it looked like a clean block from Jackson Boyd, but they will give the foul. That will be his fourth, and to the line is Sutton. Very good shooter. And you see it again right there. That is 9 now for Matthias Sutton, and he leads this basketball team. Corbin Dow with only 4 points, and he averages 16. Second shot goes in, so double digits now for Sutton. And with 49 seconds to go, Union will take it out of bounds, and Broken Arrow will once again press. Oh boy, we were all pulling for that flush for Miles. Inbounds to Nawan. Off to Jackson Boyd. They get it across court. They do. Now Broken Arrow will have to foul if they want to stop this clock. Titsworth will drive. Got loose. Goes off to Caleb King, and he dunks it. Caleb King with 14. Excellent dish, and it's 53-28. This, my friends, is a beatdown. Three-pointer on the way. Wallace misses, though. Rebound to Broken Arrow. They'll do it again. This time it goes down, and that was Sutton who knocked it down. So that'll be 13 from Matthias Sutton, but he has been the only offense. Tie ball right there. Broken Arrow able to reach in and get it. At this point, Union doesn't much care. 8.9 seconds to go. Possession goes back to Union anyway. And Nawan will take it out of bounds. He'll go into Caleb King. Back to Nico. Over to Jackson Boyd, and this game is all intents and purposes over. There we go, zeros on the scoreboard. What a basketball game. After losing twice this year to Broken Arrow, Union blows out the Tigers 53-31, led by 21 points, or 22, pardon me, from Miles Flemons. So that'll do it. Union will advance. They will play the winner of Norman North and Muskogee next week. For Andy Ewing and, of course, Andy Irwin. I keep going back to the old car guy. For Andy Irwin and the Union Sports Network crew, I'm Rick Corey. Thanks for being with us, and good night here from the Union Sports Network.